Hi guys, it's Laura. Today I just wanted to give you a quick update on my life and kind of talk about what my colitis has taken from me. I've been debating whether or not to do this video because it's obviously not very positive, but I'm doing it because our lives sometimes are not very positive. So I just wanted to give an honest account for what I feel my colitis has taken from me. And I'm going to try not to cry, but there are no guarantees in this. So, sorry, I'm going to move this light. That's kind of obnoxious. Okay, that's better. So, really quickly, update. I was in the hospital my entire spring break. They pushed my drain back further, like into me, and they must have hit an organ or a nerve because I was in excruciating pain. I couldn't move. My stomach couldn't output without like really bad pain. It hurt when I urinated. I literally spent my entire day on the couch, and then we went to the emergency room. They found out I have a urinary tract infection and a bladder infection, and also that I have severe pain from whatever this was. They did a CAT scan and it turned out to be okay. Then I was put into University of Chicago Medical Center Hospital and they took the drain out. I threw up. They put me on MPO for a couple days. They treated my pain. They gave me IV antibiotics for my 2 infections and kind of just sent me home after that. And I have zero motivation right now for school because I needed that break desperately because I haven't been feeling well for a really long time, and I wanted that break to be like just sitting on the couch and kind of like relaxing and letting my body heal. But it turned out I had it pushed in like my first day of break, my drain, because we knew that it needed that, and then my whole break then was in the hospital. So that sucked. So anyways, now what my colitis has taken away from me. So my colitis has taken a lot of things away from me. The most obvious things, I guess I'll start with first, which are it took away my dream school. I was all signed up for classes at University of Kansas in Lawrence. I had my whole life planned out, or so I thought. I had already been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, but I had been under management with steroids, but my doctors kept telling me I needed to get off. I met my roommate. She was perfect. We had everything in common, just such a nice girl. I signed up for classes that I was really passionate about, and a week before the move-in date, I flared and ended up in the hospital. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go to KU next year. And then I signed up for the current university where I'm at, and I was still in the hospital when they started their classes, so I ended up at a community college for 2 years, which turned out to be a blessing in disguise, but at the time I didn't think so. So it took away the school, my dream school, which KU is still my dream school. It's gorgeous, and yeah. So then it also has taken away a lot of travel opportunities and experiences. I was supposed to go to Ireland. I had paid for my ticket, which was not cheap at all. Everything was planned out. We were going to take a train tour of Northern Ireland for a couple days and then end up in Dublin, and it was going to be perfect. But then I flared the day before. I lost like $1,500 on the plane ticket, and I still haven't been, and travel is like my #1 passion, and it broke my heart, and it really it was rough because I felt like I disappointed the person I was supposed to go with because he didn't go either, and I just felt terrible about it. And now I guess like the more serious stuff my colitis has taken away from me. I think that emotionally, I talked to my therapist about this quite a bit. Like a year ago, I was really struggling with this, and I kept always telling her that I liked the old Laura better, the Laura that was ignorant to pain. And we talked about it a lot because the way I looked at myself before diagnosis and all of these terrible experiences, I looked at the world like it was all rainbows and butterflies and puppies and kitty cats, and I was very optimistic. I was so empathetic and sympathetic to other people, and I was just like a genuinely nice person. And then after my diagnosis, I was still a nice person, but I had this darker way of looking at the world and a darker way of looking at myself and of others. And I found myself less empathetic to people whose struggles were not health related or family related or something, and like more empathetic towards people who actually had like real stuff to deal with. Like if my friends complained about a boyfriend or friend drama or something, I just wanted to be like, well, fuck you. Like, just leave. Like, go away. I don't want to hear about this. Like, my life sucks and your life is perfect because you have your health, and that's all I want, but you can't see what you have. And so it really took away, I guess, my empathy towards people's little struggles in life, and I try to be understanding, but I do still struggle with that. I'm going to be completely honest. So it took away my optimism, I guess. And the biggest thing that my colitis has taken away from me, which I hate every single day, I absolutely hate this, it took away my fear of death and dying. And that's really hard as a human being, to not be scared of death. That's something that is so wired into us and like innate. But it was my second hospitalization, and I had been in excruciating pain for probably about 2 months, and just the worst pain I can ever imagine, just constant and tearing through your soul, and just blood, and I had to wear diapers because I couldn't control anything. And this was when I first started Remicade, and I was so exhausted from being so anemic, and like my stomach was so distended because everything was so swollen because my immune system was trying so hard to kill my large intestine, and I just wanted it to stop in any way that it would. And that's the moment where I realized that death would be better than living in pain. And I was never like suicidal, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that I haven't multiple times just wished that death would come, in my most desperate and painful hours. And that's really hard to say because I'm not a depressed person, and I'm not like a suicidal person or anything. It's just that death is the only way that I saw to get out of my pain at points in my life, and I wanted that because I wanted the pain to stop, and that really sucked a lot, and it still does because I'm still terrified of living in pain, but I'm not at all terrified of dying, and that's really hard. But death is never the answer, and I am doing so much better now. So if you are in a place like that, talk to someone first of all, because I talked to my mom and I talked to my therapist about it and my dad, and they kind of helped me through it, and they made the little bit of a life that I had better, and they gave me things to look forward to, and that's really important when you're in these times where you can't see yourself getting out of the pain. So it will get better. You just have to struggle through the long, painful process of healing and figuring out what works for your body. This is very personal stuff, and these are just the things that I feel like my colitis has taken away from me. If you want to talk about what you think your IBD or your condition has taken away from you, then please share below. I want this to be a safe place for people to talk about all of the emotional stuff that comes along with chronic pain. I I do have some trolls sometimes. They're mostly on my how to change ostomy bag like videos, but just please, if you're watching this, just if you are someone who wants to comment something rude on it, just think about your humanity and think about how quickly your life could change, and just don't, because this is out here to really help people through struggles. So just please be a kind human being and let this be people's safe place, because people are going through enough without reading terrible comments. So that's it for this video. I am sorry if you're sufficiently depressed now. I know I am. I'm going to go treat myself to a coffee and study now. But I just really wanted to be honest with you, and this has been in there for a really long time, and I know it needs to come out. It's just, it really sucks, like, not being scared of dying, because, like, if you're not scared of dying, there's not much you can be scared of, and humans have a right to be fearful of things. Anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope that this helped, or at least helped you kind of think about your own emotions and what IBD or your whatever disease, not only people with IBD watch this channel, but whatever your disease is or your ailment has taken away from you, and own it, because you have to, because these are the things that it has taken away from you. But I did what my IBD has given me too, and that really outweighs a lot of the bad stuff. So I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Please go watch one of my positive videos now so that you are not depressed, or do something for yourself. I hope you guys are feeling well and are just healthy, happy people. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.